Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome again. I'm Fakhra Tehreem and you people know me as Fakhra Tehreem Challenge Wali. Today we are discussing an essential skill that influences our relationships, careers, leadership and overall well-being. Emotional intelligence. To help us understand this important topic, again I'm joined by ChatGPT as our AI guest. Thank you, ChatGPT, for coming.
Thank you for having me, Fakhra. I'm glad to be here for this important conversation.
Okay, so let's begin our insightful conversation. What is emotional intelligence and how is it different from general intelligence like IQ, etc.?
Emotional intelligence, often called EQ, is about recognizing, understanding, and managing your own emotions while also being able to tune into and respond to other people's emotions. IQ, on the other hand, is about cognitive abilities like reasoning, problem solving, and memory. EQ affects how we navigate relationships and stress, while IQ is more about how we process information. So one isn't necessarily better, but in daily life, EQ often determines how effectively we use our intellectual abilities.
So, why has emotional intelligence become such an important skill in today's fast changing world?
Because change is happening so quickly. Jobs, technologies, even social norms, technical skills can become outdated, but the ability to stay calm under pressure, empathize with colleagues, resolve conflicts, and adapt to new environments is crucial. It's what helps people work together and handle stress without falling apart. Machines can do a lot of things, but they can't replicate genuine human connection.
Tell us the five key components of emotional intelligence and why is each one important?
Let me break that down. The five key components are self awareness, which means knowing your emotions and how they affect your behavior, self regulation, managing those emotions so they don't control you, especially in stressful or conflict situations. Motivation, which is the drive to pursue goals beyond just external rewards. Empathy, understanding others' perspectives, and social skills such as communication, conflict resolution, and building healthy relationships. These matter because they impact leadership, teamwork, and even personal happiness. Without them, raw intelligence can fall flat in real world situations. So, in a way, EQ helps intelligence translate into effective action.
How does emotional intelligence improve communication and strengthen personal relationships?
It helps you listen more attentively and respond more thoughtfully instead of just reacting. When you understand your own emotions, you can express needs without blaming or getting defensive. And when you tune into others' feelings, you pick up on subtle cues like tone or body language that help prevent misunderstandings. So conflicts get resolved more respectfully and trust deepens. Over time, relationships feel more safe, balanced, and supportive.
So, is there any role does emotional intelligence that play in leadership, teamwork, and workplace success?
Absolutely. Leaders with strong emotional intelligence inspire more trust and loyalty. They read team dynamics better, motivate without pushing too hard, and handle criticism without snapping. In teams, it creates an atmosphere where people feel heard, valued, and more willing to collaborate. That vibe reduces burnout and actually boosts productivity. In short, emotional intelligence turns a group of people into a cohesive unit.
How emotional intelligence help people manage stress, anxiety, and difficult emotions?
Well, it starts with awareness, noticing what you're feeling instead of just pushing it down. People with stronger emotional intelligence reframe stressful moments, like seeing a setback as information rather than a catastrophe. They use calming techniques like slow breathing or short pauses to keep their reactions proportional, not explosive. And they ask for support when needed instead of isolating. Over time, that makes stress feel more manageable and less overwhelming. It's not about never feeling anxious, but about handling the feeling so it doesn't steer your decisions for you.
What are the emotional intelligence that we developed over time, or what practical habits can people adopt to improve it?
Like, start with a tiny daily check in. Like, ask yourself what you're feeling and why you feel that way. Practice active listening. Like, when someone's speaking, don't plan your reply immediately. Just focus on understanding them first. You can also keep a simple journal note of triggers and patterns. Mindfulness practices help too. Even just 2 minutes of breathing focus to reset before responding and ask for feedback. Like, how did my words that builds awareness and keeps your growth moving. Small, consistent habits beat big leaps when it comes to emotional intelligence.
So, how can parents, teachers, and educational institutions help children and students develop emotional intelligence from an early age?
They can model it first. Adults who calmly name their feelings, like, I'm frustrated, so I'm going to take a breath. Teach kids that emotions are normal. Classrooms can include short reflection breaks or conflict resolution practice and encouraging perspective taking. Even simple things like asking, how do you think they felt, builds empathy. Over time, consistent modeling makes those skills stick better than lectures or rules. It's less about one time lessons and more about reinforcing healthy patterns day after day.
Okay, ChatGPT finally gives some advice to our viewers who wants to become emotionally stronger, build healthier relationships, and succeed through emotional intelligence?
Start small and stay consistent. Notice your emotions without judging them. Really listen to others. And when tensions rise, slow down, take a breath before responding. And make it a habit to ask yourself not only what's the smart move, but also what's the kind move. That balance tends to create resilience, deeper connections, and in the long run, more genuine success.
Okay, thank you so much, ChatGPT, for sharing such a valuable insights on emotional intelligence. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Fakra. Glad to help.
Okay, viewers. So today we learned that success is not only determined by knowledge and technical skills, but also by our ability to understand, manage, and express emotion while building meaningful relationships with others. I hope today's discussion inspires our audience to help to develop emotional intelligence in both their personal and professional lives. If you found this interview helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to support our channel and stay connected for more educational interviews and AI powered learning session. I'm Fakhra Tehreem, Fakhra Tehreem Challenge Wali. Thank you for watching.